What's up, y'all? Here's your aftermath of the build derby mower that you just seen the DIY on. Just ran it yesterday at the Labor Day Derby in Princeton, Indiana, and it did quite well. It actually surprised me on how well it did. I knew a 1 weak link that was going to be an issue, and that's exactly what ended up messing up. So yeah. Here's your walk around on how it did. Yeah, it's missing a wheel. It actually held together quite well. Ran good. Had a few issues, but nothing crazy. Nothing out of normal, really. Yeah. No, go. Here's the wheel. Alright, let me get a jack stand at this thing so I can get this. Where's my jack stand? So I can get this up to where you can see a little bit better. There. Alright. Front end actually held very well. I'm actually very happy with the way the front end bent. The hood actually did really well. It didn't shear off the frame, surprisingly. It doesn't look like it. It's definitely gotten bent up pretty good, but it's not bad. It's holding. The sides of my frame rail are pretty straight, other than a little bit right here, which is very surprising to me. This side's still straight for the most part, same as the other side, and it's actually very surprising to me. Looks like the hood is holding in. Doing quite well. It's completely up against my spark plug protector. Yeah, there's your good view of that spark plug protector. Hood's right up against it. Come around to the front. You remember how this used to be a big dome? Now it's turned completely bashed in the other way. The frames actually kicked it up and started pushing the center up, which is something new, because usually they just push straight in, but this one started to actually go up, and it's bending differently. So it's kind of interesting. I did put the factory deck links on just because I like to run those, so I put those back on this since it never had them. I did also, another note is I took this little bracket here out on the round bites. It's got a bracket for the deck links. Took that out and I just tightened these bolts up really tight, and it stopped this pivot from pivoting. So the front actually did very well. Motor ran pretty good. Come to the back. Look at the back bar. Yeah. You can't say I don't use both ends of my mower. Completely bent that in. The whole back bar, everything's bent. There's your good view where it's bent. Completely bent this side completely in. Pretty bad. Fenders aren't too bad. Nothing out of normal, but that back bar is kind of surprising. Thanks to Skylar and Mark on that one. Definitely owe me some lunch or something. Yeah, it did quite well for being thrown together and going against a group of guys that I was up against. There was 3 others that were always a challenge to go against. Always fun. Definitely, we all definitely did pretty good. The steering started to go pretty early. Unfortunately, the tie rod got bent really quick. About halfway through, I was fighting the steering the entire time. It did not want to steer. Had one wheel, had one wheel pointed like that. This other wheel was like pointed out like that. So I had no steering. It just went wherever it went. It'd steer one way, steer the other. It just had no control over the steering. And then towards the end, that's what failed me. It allowed this whole spindle to just drop right out. Dropped the wheel out underneath it and got caught up underneath the mower. The tie rod is bent completely in half pretty much. The drag link, which is holding it, and it got bent so bad underneath the mower it actually broke off. You can see this spindle is damaged pretty good. It's pretty bad. I'm gonna have to actually clamp this back together and try to salvage it. If not, I'm gonna have to replace this whole front axle. But the spindles are okay. You can see the ball joint's still on that where it broke off. The tie rod broke in half because it was up against this pulley really bad. As you can see, it's all scuffed up. It ate that tie rod up pretty bad. So yeah, the drag link and the tie rod are toast. I got another beam, front axle beam for that. Not a big deal. I've already got a new drag link and a new tie rod right there. I will be bracing the tie rod up this next go, and I will be getting rid of these stupid clips. A stupid E-clip right there that's failed me. I've had it happen before. It goes right on here. It just holds that spindle in. Well, I'm gonna start welding the bolt to the top like I do to my other ones to solve that. But other than that, that's the only real problem. Towards the about halfway through, towards the end, I actually had a problem with my my governor override sticking, and I see why now. It was actually getting hung up on here and holding the throttle wide open, so you'll see me constantly kind of flick at the throttle, the hand lever here, trying to get it to pop out of wide open because I did not want to blow this motor up. When I got to the end, right before I was done, the wheel and all got jammed up into my belt and stopped the motor. And I tried to start it and it was completely locked the motor up. But got it back to the pits, got the wheel out from under it, and it's fine. Still runs. Still got a lot of life left in it. So we'll fix the steering and it will go again. So not bad. For a simple mower I threw together just for y'all to make that video and to show you what just a simple build can do for you. It did quite well. I got 3rd place. I've got a trophy coming. They had to order more trophies because they didn't have enough. They weren't expecting such a good count for the mowers. So I got a trophy on the way for 3rd place. I got a check. So I came home $10 richer than what I went there with. I wasn't really expecting to place with this. You know, I didn't really have high hopes. Being, you know, just wanted to see what it'd do. Go out there and have fun and try junk stuff. And it really surprised me. Quite happy with it. Very happy. So yeah, I will definitely take 3rd place. Very happy with that. Especially running against the other people that were out there. Like I said, there's 3 others that they were definitely giving me a run for my money. Always fun to run with those guys. They definitely put a challenge in it for me. Yeah, there you go. There's your follow-up, your aftermath of the DIY mower. Just shows what you could do with a very basic build and still hold it. I'm very happy with it. But yeah, there you go. Hope y'all enjoyed that. It seemed like the video is really taking off and y'all really enjoy it. And I will have my GoPro video Friday for y'all. I'll release it then. It's about 23 minutes, something like that. About 20 minutes, give or take. And you'll see I was struggling with the steering pretty bad. But yeah, there you go. Till the next one. Later, y'all.